My name is Allison, and my husband's name is David.
I can't remember the exact date.
We got married the first time in 1993. And we got a divorce in 94. And then we remarried. This one you should know. Correct. We got married in November of 1999. And we had Josie in November of 2000. $19 years.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Well,
About to be 20.
yeah, it'll be 20
This will
this
be our
year.
20th
This will be
this
20.
year. We waited tables at Applebee's when we were attending MTSU in Murfreesboro.
Apple buddies.
We were Apple buddies.
How long were you guys friends before you started dating?
6 months.
Yeah.
How did you guys become friends while working together?
She was a hostess. I was a really horrible server. I don't know. It was just the atmosphere of the place. They just opened the store. Everybody was new. We were all going through training. And so it was a very collegial sort of environment because most everybody went to MTSU that was working there. So
Yeah, I became a server then, and he'd get behind on tables, and I'd take the tables, and then we realized we had a lot of stuff in common, like music and
humor.
Humor. It's what sustained us.
Sustain. Children, of course.
Yes, children.
Children, I love my children. I love our children. It's the best. Just
seeing, I mean, it's cliche as it sounds, just seeing each other grow and,
yeah.
be who they are.
Children.
Just not that our children were difficult, more of we had different opinions sometimes on
Yeah. So
child
it turns out
rearing.
I had more correct ones, but that's good.
No, not more correct.
Well, I think, for the most part, if you're having to open up and be vulnerable to someone and expose yourself, things that you probably have tried to hide or not allowed yourself to be exposed to anyone outside of your own family, and you do that because you're afraid that you're not going to be accepted or loved. I think it forces you to sort of face flaws that you probably try to ignore in yourself. First of all, not over magnify those flaws in your mind, because what it does is you realize, hey, even once those flaws are exposed, somebody still finds you worthy of value, lovable, and so it teaches you to kind of appreciate yourself in ways that you didn't before. So in that one sense, I think it helps elevate you and makes you a better person and helps you grow and mature.
I agree with what David said, but also as far as being a best version of yourself, it helps you to realize that any changes or any things that you need to do to be that, they come from you and they come from within and they come from God, and your own, how your spirit grows. It's not, it doesn't matter how close you are with someone, it's still, you're the only one that can change that. You're responsible for you. So that's how it has helped me be the best version of myself. And also what you said, because you have to be open and honest.
For me, real love is work. I think about just what my mom used to say growing up. And, she'd say, anybody can say they love you. It's just words. Real love is action. It's toil. It's hard work. It's effort. It's performing the acts of love even when you may not necessarily at that time feel it in your heart. And so, and that to me, that's how I view love. Love's not just an emotion. It's not a warm and fuzzy feeling. Love is perseverance. Love is dedication. It's commitment. Love, it comes from Christ.
I think that how we all feel love sometimes is different. It's kind of like that warm and fuzzy feeling and just great feeling is still there. It's just kind of subdued at times, and then every now and then you'll kind of get a wave of it again, and it's nice. In addition to the day-to-day work. I knew that David was the one when I remarried him, and I thought he was the one the first time, but I really knew the second time because I really kind of felt like it was God telling me. Felt like that God did say, you are going to, this is who you're going to be together. And he was right, because he's God. But he's always right. He was, because and we had Josie, and things just started making sense when, our family was more complete.
Things happen for a reason, that God puts us on a path now.
At
that age, I do know. Look, at that age, let's face it, you're a lot of times at best just a doofus, an idiot. You're just kind of stumbling around, God put Allison, in my life, in my path for a reason, and so that's things. It's just, I've always been blessed in that sense, and so that's how it's like, yes, this happened for a reason. With it, I believe that's why God put her in my life, because He knew it would make me become a better person, a better man than I need to be. And honestly, most of all, my kids. I wouldn't have my kids without Allison.
Yep.
And I love my kids.
I think it's made quite an evolution and growth, and I'm glad. I mean, I feel in so many ways much happier than I've ever felt in it. But yeah, I definitely feel like there's not as much pressure. I can just be who I am, and there's no expectations that he puts on me that I wouldn't put on myself. And to be able to be exactly who you are with that other person is great. And support, I feel tons of support. I hope you feel the same.
I do. Yeah.
Everything. It's been everything. I truly believe that we are supposed to be together, and that God is with us in this marriage. I mean, so faith has been a huge role.
Yeah, no, there would be no marriage or relationship without the faith.
Honor yourself no matter what, and realize that you have to love yourself before you can share that with someone else. but to still have fun and enjoy that experience of falling in love, because it is beautiful and God gave that to us, and it's great. It's a great thing to have that love, much stronger and better and more vibrant, and you were able to truly love yourself, and then instead of looking for completion in someone else, you can just share it.
Yeah, don't be so ready to make the relationship, too serious. Enjoy the levity that youth brings, with it.
When we very first started dating, we kind of decided to take it slow. Like, we had this conversation, like, maybe we just need to take this slow, because we were very in love. And David said, I don't want to mess it up. It's like chocolate milk. I don't want to drink it too fast, and then you don't have any chocolate milk left, and you've got a stomach ache. But if you just savor it and drink it and, enjoy it, then you've got a big glass of chocolate milk. So that's what he told me, that he loves chocolate milk.
I did. I love chocolate.
Who doesn't love chocolate milk?
And in my teens and on in, you get a thing of it. You're just sit there and you're going to, it's like you can't resist just drinking it as fast as you can. It's like, this is so good. And then afterwards you're like, it's all gone already. And they're like, and then
Unlimited refills.
it's so,
Unlimited refills.
where at work?
For us, chocolate milk.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
unlimited
Hey,
refills.
hey,
Like, I'm sipping chocolate milk all day.
Yeah, it's just a sip.
It's like a fine brandy.
So when you all were divorced and then dating again and about to get remarried, what made you want to get remarried?
I don't know if this is specifically what made us want to get remarried, but this was a part of the courtship. So David was coming to see our child, Kyle, and he gave Kyle a mixtape that he made and put songs on it that he said that were like for him. But then as we listened to it in the car, clearly on some of them I realized they were for me. There was one song, 3 is the Magic Number, and that was good because, family of 3, gotta have 3 to be together and be happy. But then there were a couple of songs. What was that, Dave Matthews? Crash. I mean, it was clearly not from a father to a child. It was to me. And there were a couple of other songs like that. But they were good songs. We always liked the same music. Oh, and Spanish Eyes. You put
Spanish Eyes,
on there.
great song.
I love Spanish. And when I hear Spanish Eyes to this day, I always think of you. And Crash. And then that Pretender song that wasn't. Remember when I sent you that text a few weeks ago? And that wasn't on the mixtape.
Yeah,
But I always think of you when I hear that song.
Train in Vain.
What?
Train in Vain by The Clash.
Did you put that on there?
If I didn't, I should have.
I think I fast forwarded through that one a lot because I didn't love The Clash. But yes.
I wish I'd known that.
I listened to the whole thing.
I'll tease it. I don't
And
think
there
I
was
did.
that song by the Diggable Planets.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember.
What was the name of it? We're All Babies. That one. We're All Babies.